He has quite literally put his money where his mouth is, saying on a market where he could have commanded, it wouldn't have been outrageous for the best player in the game to say, you know what? Kirill Kaprizov, you're at 17. I'm going to go to 20 million bucks. I'm going to be the next guy that takes the first guy in NHL history that takes 20 million a season. He didn't do that. He didn't try and one up Kaprizov in any which way. He said, nah, I'm good at 12 and a half. So there's so much to unpack there. And let's start with the term of this deal. And that's interesting because really, if he was going to sign for longer term, the money would have had to be more. So because he signed for a 2-year deal, that opened up the door for him to say, yes, even though the cap is increasing, I'm just going to lock in a very short period of time, relatively speaking, and I'm going to get a deal done because the way the cap would increase further than that, you can't leave a crazy amount of money on the table. And so he does that and says, you know what, I'm good making the 12 and a half that I've been making for a while. That one puts the Edmonton Oilers on notice because we've talked about this a lot. They've got a team that's getting a little bit longer in the tooth. They've got a team that's gone to 2 straight Stanley Cup finals and hasn't gotten over the hump. And they've also got a team that doesn't have a ton in their pipeline that's on the way. They have traded away most of their picks and prospects to try and be as aggressive as possible. They've made some poor decisions in retaining some younger players, allowing Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg to walk to St. Louis on offer sheets last summer, to trade away a speedy forward like McLeod to the Buffalo Sabres. So they've made other decisions to part ways with younger players. They can't unring that bell, but what the 2-year deal does is essentially make this a 2-year situation. Yes, McDavid is under contract for 3 years, but yes, 2 years from now, we're going to probably be having the same conversation that we had this summer, which is what are his plans? What's he going to do? Is he going to be staying in Edmonton beyond that?